Hey everybody, how you doing today? I'm just sitting here looking at this article I've been reading about Robyn Polston. Now, if you're a true crime fan, you might be interested in this. If you're not, then you probably won't be. But then you don't have to watch it. Anyway, talking about this lady here, Robyn Polston. Now, this lady here was arrested on November the 3rd of this year. She was charged with 2 counts of criminal sexual assault with a victim between the ages of 13 and 17, and 2 counts of possession of child pornography. Now, the interesting thing about this story, the person that she had I think she called it a relationship with a 14-year-old boy who she met at a school dance of her daughter. I think her daughter was also 14, 15, something like that. Anyway, Robyn was one of the chaperones at this dance. And she met this young man and groomed him. And somehow she talked his grandparents that he had been living with into letting him move in with them, okay? She told the grandparents of the boy, the 14-year-old boy, that he was a good friend of her son's, which wasn't true. So anyway, they believed her and they let him move in with her and her kids. Well, the living arrangements were kind of strange. The 14-year-old boy lived not only in her house, but in her bed. Yeah, she actually slept with this child and lived with him in her house for months. Long enough to get pregnant, and she had a baby. Yeah, this 14-year-old boy became a daddy. And now she doesn't want anything to do with him. Anyway, it's a crazy story, okay? And like I say, this kid was originally dating her daughter. What kind of parent does this, you know? What kind of mama steals a boy from her 14-year-old daughter and grooms him and moves him into the house, sleeps with him, and right there in front of her kids? You know, what kind of a strange family dysfunction do you call this? I mean, this is weird. But you know, I used to be a teenage boy many years ago, and I can just imagine this 14-year-old, even though he was a victim, I guess, at least I'm sure that's what his mama would say. But I can just imagine, you know, him bragging about this maybe in school to his buddies. Hey, I'm dating an older woman. I'm living with her. Yeah. And I can just imagine the high fives of the other boys and saying, "You go, guy," you know. So, you know, did that happen? I don't know, but probably. I know how boys are, you know. But anyway, she's up on charges and she may go to prison. Now, if this was the other way around, if it was a guy, if the man was 43 years old and the child was a 14-year-old girl, they'd be ready to hang that sucker. But it doesn't seem like anybody's raising. From what I see on YouTube and the articles I've read about it, people aren't really all that upset about it. Some people are, but mostly they aren't. You know, they're not calling her the demon that they would a man if a man took in a minor of 14 years old. Is that right? I don't know. But anyway, I do think she's very different. So will Robyn Polston go to jail? We'll see. But folks, the moral of the story is don't be messing around with children. Leaving them alone. Let them be children. And if you're a parent, watch out for your kids. There's a lot of predators out there, male and female. And all points in between, if you get my drift. So, anyway, that's my rant for today, and do with it what you will. Oh, and please subscribe to my channel. You know, every now and then I have a good video. You may like this one, you may not. But subscribe, you know. Hit that like button. Share this video. And all that good stuff. It'll make me happy. And it'll help me in the algorithm. Hey, happy Thanksgiving.